Welcome. Here we are today. Here we are one more time. Oh, hope everybody's doing well out there today. See if we got any people come on today. Probably be slim today since the weather's nice. When the weather starts getting nice, we don't have quite as many people. And that's okay. I understand they like to go outside and heat and stuff. I'm not that person. I like to stay inside where it's cool and the air conditioning's on, stuff like that. Always been that way. I used to work outside all the time, so now if I can stay inside, I prefer to do that. But I figure we'll come on here and shoot the breeze for a little bit. I got a fella supposed to be coming pick up stuff here directly. So I may have to go help him out for a minute. And, well, we'll see if we can get us another live feed in the books. Oh, we got a few people coming on. Got 6 people watching and 3 thumbs up. Y'all come on in. William, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. There's Mr. John Clark. Welcome. Come on in the house. Come on in. The water's fine. I got the air turned off right now. The table's nice and cold and it's cool in here. Won't be for very long, but I'll have to turn it back on. 902, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. There's Steve. What aftermarket piston cylinder would you choose for a 372 build? The ones that the Duke's got, usually what I get, Steve. The Duke has got some Nickel cylinders. That's just in a brown box. Pretty good stuff. I use a lot of those. The Duke is soft salvage. What's up, Levi? There's Proteus. Ruger, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Ain't nothing but the rent. Ryan, what you doing? I'm still waiting on them parts yet, Ruger. I ain't seen them yet. Hopefully that won't be much longer they'll be here. I hope, anyway. Ain't no problem, Steve. Welcome to the channel. Any first timers, True Blues. Thanks to any super chatters and the moderators. Thank you, William. I appreciate that. I can remember to say give a thumbs up, but I forget that part. Ain't no problem, buddy. Zachary. I just had some sloppy joes. Yep, I had sloppy joes for supper. Ruger in the house, that's right. Come on in. Come in. I swear somebody was knocking on the door. Or either it's a cat out there scratching their butt. Could be a cat scratching their butt. I said that loud enough somebody would have been able to hear me, wouldn't it? Maybe it's somebody shooting. I don't know. Yep, that's what it is. Somebody expressing their freedoms. What's going on with Hopper Stock? We're going to be doing it in Hurt, Virginia at Dub's Saw Shop. I got to make a post and get it out there yet. I got his address. I just need to make a post of it. It's basically kind of north of Winston-Salem and Greensboro up into Virginia. So if you look at the map where Greensboro and Winston-Salem are and then kind of go north, that's kind of where Dub's place is at. Nah, they've been out there shooting for a while. Just got back from the auction. You find anything good, Ruger? Muncie, what's up, buddy? Now they start shooting this way, they won't be real happy. I have to stop the live feed and return fire. What's up, Ralph? Good to see you, buddy. Oh. Yeah, I've got to get the thing made and get it put up. I was talking to TW the other day, and he's gonna put a thing out there. Nothing I couldn't live without. Well, that ain't no fun. I like going to auctions and finding things I can't live without. That's why I got all this junk I got now. I got so much junk stuck around here, I don't know what to do with all of it. You got that right. Yeah. Yeah, don't come over here acting stupid, because I too know how to act stupid. That's one thing I am prepared for, is acting stupid. Marty, what is up, buddy? The best buy was a non-Obama gas can for $2. There you go. I've made all of my gas cans that way. I bought them stupid spouts, drilled a hole in them, put a vent in them. Fixed that issue with my gas cans. How you doing, Marty? Good to see you, buddy. Woohoo! Yep, they still over them. I ain't gonna waste that many freedom seeds anymore the way things are going. I'm gonna tell you that. Christoph, what is up, buddy? Good to see you. Doop doo doo doop doo doo. Hope everybody's having a good day. I'm having a good day. Well, other than my neck, I got this spot in my neck. It's giving me a headache and everything else. But I got my massager out of the closet. I got one you put around your neck, hold on to it, and it's got these little things and that helped a little bit. But it ain't no wizard of massage. I can tell you that. I ain't no lie. Them pew shots are high dollar. That's right. I'm saving on them. Saving. I practiced enough. I know how to use everything I need to know how to use. Went on a saw hunt today for parts. Bought a Pro Mac PM 610 for $8. There you go. What in Sam Hill is going on today? What are you doing, Larry? Did y'all get everything handled, buddy? Good to see you, Larry. My darn thing don't want to stay in there like it's supposed to. It keeps falling out. I did get another saw built yesterday. Come on. We might fire it up here direct. We had, what did I say we had? Sloppy Joes. We had Sloppy Joes earlier. I ain't had them in years. And I told Mama, I said, I got a hankering for Sloppy Joes. And she went to the store and got some. And that's what we had today. Had 10 trees removed this week, all require climbing and close to my house. A little too much for me, although one of the climbers was 60. Whew. I can't climb no more. I can barely walk half the time. What's new at the Hopper household? Well, we got 6 ducks yesterday. Yep. My wife called me and she said, you know them ducks we were supposed to go get? They called and said, just come get all 6 of them. I'm like, well, what are you going to do? She's like, I'm going to go get all 6 of them. I'm like, yeah, get them, throw them in there to chickens. And that's what we did. So now we got 6 ducks with our chickens. And Mom went and got them a little swimming pool and put some water in it. And they've been out there swimming around in it. Unless I come up and help. I was able to strip mini bolts, nuts, saw blade, accessories plus coupling. Immediately sold the rest for $15, and I still help such a person get parts for his $6.50. There you go. Joey, what's up, buddy? Have you ever seen a two-man saw? Yeah, I've actually run a couple at some of them events, Levi. You ever worked on a bad boy mower? Yeah, I've worked on one or two. We got a few of them bad boys around here. There's a guy that sells them. It really don't matter what you got a lawnmower, you work on one, that's about the same on every one of them. And the pecking order started all over again. That's right. Sure they aren't. Yeah, they got web feet, Larry, and bills instead of peckers. You just got to get some cheese to go with all those quackers. That's right. There's Mama Hopper. Got new tires on the truck today. That was a small loan. Oh yeah, I about guarantee it. What kind of truck is it, Ryan? If you don't buy them off eBay and mount them yourself, you just about can't afford them. Most of them mowers is pretty decent stuff anymore, Zachary. It's about got to where everything has obsolescence designed into it, so a lot of stuff ain't one much better than the other. They're all pretty much about the same. It all depends on how much you maintenance. East Coast, what's up? Good to see you. I know the frames on them bad boy mowers is built pretty nice from the one that I seen. Dodge 2500, is it a dually? The last couple sets of tires that I've got off eBay, I bought a set for Mama's car. I paid $493 for that set, and I mounted them myself. The set that I just put on my Taurus, I give $286 for a set of 4. And they actually last pretty good. The other one, I paid $302 for that set on the other Taurus. I don't know what the 8 plies would cost, but I think you can get them for $600 or $700. What kind of tire are you running though? Just checking. I know the country. Us all confused on properly identifying stuff right now. That's right. Cannonball. Yeah. Hope all is well. That's right. Okay, so it's a single wheel. Levi, is it a cross-cut saw or the one two guys hold at the bar? That's right. Don't forget those thumbs up, Hopper Nation. That's right. John Baptist got no Lombard Lightning with a bad duck bill in the oil tank. Someone told me to twist the brass fitting back and forth and pull it out. Does that sound right? It does sound right, John. If it looks like it's tapped down in there, it probably is. I hadn't done a lot of them. I hadn't done any of them, matter of fact. But the old Max had a piece that pushed down in there, held them in. My expenses covered and parts free for my projects. Sometimes I do it really well. That's right. The tractor show, they had a display of a couple of them too, man. Yep. $1,300. Good heavens alive. I've been buying Summit brand tires off of eBay. And while they probably ain't the best tire in the world, the set that's on Mama's car now has got about 35 or 40,000 miles on them, and they still halfway. And them things they're doing well so far. Chippy is here. All right. eBay used to be a buy for me. We just adopted the tax on the internet in our state. Oh, we've been having to pay tax on it. We've had to pay tax on Ruger, but they still cheaper than everybody else. That's the main thing. What's up, Brandon? How you doing, buddy? Brandon, message me about your 372 because I couldn't find your message the other day. I looked and looked and looked, and I could not find that thing. Saved my life. Thanks, brother. Ain't no problem. Chippy. 285, 75, 18, 10 plies are expensive and heavy. All right, that's good. I'm too old and fat to be lugging them around. That's why you just let the dadgum place bring them and drop them off, Larry, and then you just change them on your tire machine you got sitting in your driveway. I paid $150 for that tire machine. I spent about $90 on it getting it going. And I can promise you it saved me more than that by mounting tires because I put on every set of tires I've got around here. I put on my wood splitter tires, my lawnmower tires, my car tires, truck tires. What are you doing? Oh. Well, you didn't want to see me a few minutes ago. You just been a little butt back.
Hey, do you want me to go get a pull for Allie?
not right now, no.
Huh?
I said, not right now, no.
I want
William is it
What do you
too?
mean?
No, I don't want you to go right now and get a pool for Allie.
Why?
Because if I was going to do it, I'd just empty that stuff off the trailer and get a big one for the kids too.
Oh, okay.
How hard is PayPal refund? I've been waiting since March 4th for a saw that hasn't made it from New Hampshire. I don't have any more chips, baby. I told you that. I don't have any more chips. They're not in the bag, baby. I only had one bag, and that's it. It's not that hard, Brandon. You got to go in there and find it and start a case and tell them that you've reached out to the people and that they won't respond to you or whatever. And PayPal will give them 3 days to take care of something. And if they don't, they'll issue you a refund. Unless you send it to someone you trust or friends and family. Then they will not. Not wealthy enough to have a tire machine, my friend. I got less than a tire machine than what it costs to go get tires mounted, Larry. No, I've never used those balancing bags. I just pay the tire shop to do it. William said, hi, baby. She's back there just goofing around. What's up, David? Missed last week. Got the Husky 543. Will start and die. Carb is getting gas, but dies after about 5 seconds. Sound like could be a pulse issue. John. Dude, John just threw the super chat up there. Thank you, John. We appreciate you, buddy.
I'm going down.
Y'all don't forget to thank him.
Daddy, I'm going down there.
Down where?
Down there, Papa.
Papa, I don't know if Papa's down there or not. Sounds like you're going to get her chips.
Yes.
Mama have to give her some chips. No, I won't do friends and family, only a couple people. Okay. As long as you didn't do that, yeah, you just have to go open the case on it. I pay in Belgium about £200 for tires, €200 for tires for my Audi. I don't think that's too bad. Thank you, John. That's right. Alan, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Alan Sisler. First time commenting? Oh, mercy. Hi, Water. What's up, buddy?
What am I doing?
You can take it in the house, baby. I told you could have it the other day. Yeah, it had a hole in it. I put some stuff on there to fix the hole.
Oh.
Move it, boy. Get you to the store. I'll be sending a pony down.
What's this? What's this, Daddy?
That's silicone where it had a hole. That keeps it from going flat.
Stop falling? Like,
That stops it from leaking.
oh, leaking?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's right, Larry. Crazy as a stud horse. Blessings, buddy. Good to see you. You gave me some advice. Okay. I didn't remember the last name. Maybe I didn't pay attention to it last time real good. Good to see you again. She took her ball and went in the house. Oh, mercy. I've still got a spot in my neck. Oh. I used to have this traction sleeve. You put it around your neck and you inflate it and it pulls your head up off your shoulders and helps your vertebrae and stuff realign, but we can't seem to find the darn thing. I need to go on to Amazonian and see if I can find me another one and get me another one. Brian Herbert, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. I built the saw yesterday. I've been collecting on some saws, and I put one together yesterday. That's right, mean old Larry. No, I've been collecting on some old saws, and I finally collected up enough parts. I had a little bit of time, and I was like, well, I'm going to jump on one and put it together. A lot of people don't like them. Some people do like them. I do particularly like this saw. They're little old farm and ranch saws, but they do a good job. Now, this one, I stuck a 28-inch bar on it the other day, and it was actually cutting right nice till I stuck it through a log and into a rock and knocked the cutting edge off the whole right-hand side of the chain, so now it needs to be resharpened. But you know what they say, if you're going to be stupid, you might as well be good at it. See if y'all can recognize this. Hold on. Yeah, Levi's in North Carolina. Just need to be held up in a tree till my back stretches out. That's right. Can pour flow and exhaust affect the RPM? I can't seem to find it. Carburetor and ignition are okay. You know what, Christoph? It could have a choked up exhaust port too. If it's an old saw, look, it's a 291. Right, smart, nice looking one too. And what's up, Chad? This is that 28-inch bar I slapped on there. And it was doing all right. I just say that's a saw, not a rototiller. Yeah, William. 79, it could have, if it'd been running that bad oil, it could be the exhaust port stopped up some. I haven't run it since yesterday. Let's see if it'll fire up today. The choke's a little goofy on this one for some reason. I'm gonna have to work on that choke. For some reason, the high will catch sometimes, and then it don't want to kick off, and you have to keep fiddling with it. I thought I got it straightened out yesterday, but apparently I did not. So, might have to get after it again. I'll take it. If you want to get shit out of it, Ryan. This was out of a 271. This was a crank bearing. It fell apart. Take it to the grinder. Stupid is as stupid does. That's Forrest Gump. That's right. And I'll give you 100 to go up, put a pop knot on Hopper's head for me. Other drop off pony. Which is also strange is when I let the saw warm up, run warm to tune it, and it then stops and I can hear pressure coming from the carburetor. Exactly when I press the throttle. That sounds like the needle's leaking in the carburetor, Crystal. That's what it sounds like. What it's doing is letting hot fuel drop down in the carburetor. You can hear it boiling off down in the bottom. New Zealand is selling a bar called the Supreme Bar. It's New Zealand made. You should try one. I wouldn't mind trying one, Chad. It'd probably cost me an arm and a leg to get it here. Better than an 028 finicky solid start, then runs great. Yep. What's up, Jody? The 291s and the 271s, I built a few of those that run pretty well. And they sell pretty good too, because I guess they're on the cheaper side of stuff. That one, the cylinder was a little bit roughed up and I had to clean it up. But it wasn't too bad. I got her cleaned up. I got her cleaned up. That's all's in good shape too. It could be a tank vent, but most of them old Macs, the tanks don't seal tight enough. You haven't hopper stock this year, so can I get the info sooner than the day it's put on? I'm going to put out a post, Larry, on Hopper Nation. We're going to do it in Hurt, Virginia at Dub Saw Shop place at T.W. Hodges. That's where we're going to be. Yeah, it's a clamshell 902. I poured them. They poured up pretty good, and I cut finger ports in the cylinders. For some reason, that saw seems to love finger ports. I cut them from the front all the way around and just twirl them up the sides into the secondary transfers, which probably makes it more like a primary, but, you know, makes it run better. That's all I care. It was just a trial and error kind of thing I did one day on one. Been doing it on all of them ever since. It's actually closer to you than down here, Larry. We're probably going to do it up yonder next year. You know it's all about me. Yes, Larry, I know it's all about you. But I have to be able to get there too. Dry. What do you do for a muffler mod on a 291? I'd pop a big old hole in it and put a 7/8 pipe in that top corner. Because the muffler's pretty well open. But I thought about putting 2 ports in that one. And I may do it before it's over with. And Seth Myers ain't that far, Larry. Just get you a hotel, come and hang out with us. You can take me out to dinner. I'll eat. We'll have a good time. Thinking about having you port and muffler mod that saw for me. Well, you got a 291, Ryan? About to port my first saw, 266. I don't want to go crazy. Any recommendations? Well, you gonna do any machine work on it, Pez, or you gonna do a base gasket delete? If you just do a base gasket delete and you're using a degree wheel, I'd try to put the intake around the high 70s. About 77 to 79, somewhere right in there. Set the exhaust about 101, 102. And if the transfers come up around 127, you should be about right. 1 hour south of Cleveland, Ohio. Well, ain't that far, Larry. It wouldn't be hopper stock if I'm not there. Well, you know. I try to show up, have a good time, talk to everybody. Good, what's up? Good to see you. Larry lives in Ohio. 271? 271, 291 on the inside's about the same. The only difference is the piston in the 271's 44 millimeter and the 291's 47. No, it's 44.7 and the other one's 47. That's what it is. 271's 44.7 and the 291's 47. That could be, yes, I turned the leveler up to get more movement in the needle. There's an odd thing you can do to those, Christoph, but just raising the lever itself is not it. Ain't no problem, buddy. Bunyan territory. He's about an hour from Bunyan. Are you in Mooresville, North Carolina? I'm just right outside of Mooresville, Larry. Bunyan and Sawfest. Tank vent on a Pro Mac 55. On the meter and lever, when you want to get more, now let me show you all this right quick if I can find a meter and lever. Yep, there's one. All right, I'm gonna try to show y'all this the best I can. Y'all get your looking glasses on, fellas. Everybody got your glasses on. I'm gonna show y'all a little trick that I use. Where's the needle at? Oh, come on. Surely to goodness there's a needle in here. Bad advice off 10, man. Well, it's not exactly bad advice. There's a limit that those things can go, Christoph, and if the limit is not reached, raising it's perfectly fine. But when you get to the limit and you still feel like you need a little bit more, there's another thing you can do. What's up, Lance? You see these little two dibby dabbies here? And they fit on this needle like such. Well, you see how it's got up and down play? See how that does? Up and down. Like that. All right. If you need to tighten it up a little bit more, instead of just raising the lever, instead of lifting this part of the lever right here, what you want to do is take this thing, get a hold to it. All right. Grab just the tip of that thing, just like this, one side, and give it just a little bit, like, see if y'all can see this now. See how they're not lined up now? One's a little higher than the other. Then when you slide it on there, see, you don't have all that movement now. So it can still push it down, but it can pick the needle up farther. But when I say you bend it, you got to bend it just where you can see it's just a little higher on one side than it is the other. That's what I do to get just a little bit more. That's 6 hours 42 minutes from me. Hertz 6 hours 56 minutes. Which one? Well, that don't make no sense close, Larry. It's north. I don't think you can read the map right. Well, maybe it is farther. I don't know. When was the last time you worked on a highway cylinder? It ain't been long enough, Chad. I can tell you that. I do not like to grind on highway cylinders. Gary said your signal is bad today. Is it real bad? At the screen, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Did you get that, Christoph? May not be a smart man, but I think hurt is farther away. You just need to drive faster, Larry. Other than eBay, what is the best online store for McCulloch parts? If you can get a hold of Max Rao, he sells a lot of McCulloch parts. But I don't have his contact information right now. But he's on Facebook, Pez. What's up, John Bob? Use the Google machine to do the adding up. That's right. What is the best online store for home light parts? I don't know on the home light parts, Pez. I don't order very many home light parts, and I use eBay. Other than that, I will actually Google what I'm looking for, and it'll take you to a bunch of different websites. And sometimes you can pick through there and find the things you need, like chainsawer and saw again and stuff like that. It's MAXROWE is Max Rao. He's in our group on Hopper Nation too. So if you go in there and look at the people who are in Hopper Nation, you should be able to find him. Max Rao. Butch Hill, what's up, buddy? Nick Rolani. Ranali, and there are others on Facebook, on Homelight Facebook page. That's right. Are y'all making out today, bud? We're doing pretty good, Quentin. How you doing? I got your box, Quentin. I got it in the other day. They roughed that box up a good bit, but I'll have to call you. They have improved a lot in the last few years. 10-man works on them all the time. Doesn't have any problems out of them. Well, that's good. Hopper state troopers tend to pull over old fat guys and Hellcats more often, especially if they're hauling the mail. That's right. Yep, that's right, Pez. You got it. Sure enough. He's got several $100,000 worth of stuff, I think. He got a lot of stuff. Just ground the heck out of my 038 muffler. She's ripping now. There you go. Leon chainsaw parts and repair for home light. There you go. Al, what's up? Good to see you. I'm gonna put this meter and lever and needle back in this box if everybody got to see that. But that little trick there, just bending one of them legs up, that's what Dad and them used to do back years ago when they were racing two-stroke go-karts and stuff. So I got to learn that one myself. I did figure I fired up a 291 I built yesterday with a 28-inch bar on it. Ain't no problem, y'all. I've actually done that to a few here in the last couple of months. It really helped out. But yeah, never saw a 291. It's a farm and ranch version. One of Steel's like 56 cc saw, I think. I think it's 56 cc's. The 291's 56 or 59. But it's like a farm and ranch saw. Not a big saw, not a little saw, not an industrial saw, not a cheap saw. Yeah, you got a channel there. You wouldn't be able to comment on any other videos. That's how I wound up with one. I never started out to make a YouTube channel. Can't find any home light saws for sale in New Zealand and would love to work on one and it's expensive from eBay looking for a place where I can get one and some Pioneers. I don't know over there, Chad. I know there's stuff running around, but some of it's hard to find in certain places because they never imported a whole bunch of it. That's right. I only have my kids' videos on there to share with the family. That's right. You can put some videos on there, take the Hellcat and race the police on the interstate, Larry. We'd all like to watch that. Come on, Larry, you can do it. Stick your right foot into it. Oh, mercy. I'm in kind of rough shape. Long COVID has taken me down from the count. It damaged my heart and lungs so bad that I'm on oxygen full time. Dang, I hate to hear that, Al. We'll put you on the prayer list for miraculous recovery. Because the stuff they make around here can't bother you if the Lord doesn't let it. Y'all don't forget to pray for Al. Usually you have to find them in yard sales. Lots of people sell off their older folks' tools. eBay tends to be a bit pricey, but you can get what you want at your door. That's right. Al, prayers for you, my friend. That's right. Frank Witt, have you ever worked on two-man mic? I haven't worked on very many of them, Frank. I worked on two of them out at a show one day. Tried to help fellas get them running. But I hadn't had very many of them around here. We ain't supposed to get caught, Larry. That's part of it. Going to buy a 460 Husky and use it for porting practice. Well, the only bad thing is I think them are clamshells, but you can still get some gains out of them. You're just trying to get Larry in trouble. Oh, mercy. The doctor figure I'll probably never get better. Well, don't listen to the doctors, Al. I don't listen to them. They've told me things before. I went to get my back looked at one day, and the doctor told me I shouldn't even be able to walk. And I told him I didn't have another choice, so I was going to continue to do it. Because they'll tell you everything. Let's let the Lord handle it. They record everything, and some news channel did a report on it. Yeah, that's not a good idea. When you're doing things you ought not be doing, recording, it's probably not the best thing to do. I'm just glad they didn't have recording stuff like they do now when I was a kid, or else I'd have probably got in trouble. Oh, doctors like to treat things sometimes. Little stuff every day will make it better. And our favorite thing, run on oxygen, people and chainsaws. That's right. Yeah, Larry, tell them you identify somebody doing the speed limit. What do they know about what our Savior can do, my brother? That's right. That's what I believe, Marty. That's right. Ran my 562, cut 2 cords, ported, piped, had some 4-stroking until I dug the dogs in, and it screamed and pulled hard. Little work to do to get rid of the 4-stroking. Well, if you're not under load, it's going to 4-stroke a little bit, Brian. Because it's going to be just a little bit rich until you start asking for more fuel, and then it'll go to doing what it's supposed to do. That's right. What is a good rule of thumb regarding pipe size on exhaust modification? Smaller saw, smaller the pipes, usually where I go. Now, a lot of that depends on your port work, Pez. If you don't grind on the exhaust port a whole lot, there's no reason to put a huge pipe in the muffler. Sometimes you can get too much. Most work saws I go with between 3/4 and 7/8. Some of them I do 1 inch, depending on the size of the saw. Some of them I do 2 1-inch ones, but those are usually pretty hot. EVs don't like oxygen. Good, didn't 4-stroke when it dug in. That's right. That's where you want to be, Brian. Even when you're tuning a carburetor, that's the way you want to do. You want to 4-stroke just a little bit on the top end, and when you stick the bar in there, you want it to clean up. Hey, some people say 70% of the exhaust port, Pez. So if you measure the area of the exhaust port, around 70% of that. That 291 there, it's 50 some cc's and it's got a 7/8 pipe in it and it runs good. The carburetor don't act goofy. One thing you can figure, if you've got too much exhaust, when you start trying to tune the high side, it'll come up rich for a second, then it'll start leaning out and revving on up. That's how you can usually tell you got too much muffler. Can't walk more than 30 feet without having to sit down. I have no breath anymore. Can't exercise. Try and get strong. That's the way I was for a good while, Al. I had the first bout of that we had. It was 6 or 8 months or so before I got to where I could actually do something without just getting out of breath and almost passing out. It took a long while for my lungs to heal up. What size pipe did you use on your deer? Not sure if you saw the picture I sent this morning. I have not seen the picture yet, Chippy. I didn't use a pipe on it. I actually took the stock plate off and I made a new plate and I drilled about a 3/4 inch hole in it, or maybe just a little bit bigger than a 3/4 inch. And then I had a piece that was kind of like, it was the lung out of a 7900 Dolmar. And I cut a chunk of it off and welded it over the hole and made a deflector out of it. But the pipe hole, it's a little bigger than a 3/4. Made a pipe from a 395 and 440. Had to order saddle from Napa because there you go. Ain't no problem, Pez. Like this is a common size of pipe that I use right here. This is a 1-inch. And you can actually drill the hole a little smaller and put this on the outside of the can if you want to. Make it look like a bigger pipe, but don't go so big with the hole. And then you can cut the hole out bigger if you need more muffler, and that does help too. I have a Husqvarna 365 X torque I'm having issue with. I can start it one time, and as long as I hold the throttle, it stays running, and when I let off, it dies, and it won't start back till it cools off. That sounds like you got a leaky needle in the carburetor, Roger. The needle in the carburetor might be leaking and it floods it. That's what it sounds like. You might just want to do a carb job on it and then put it back to factory specs and see how it goes. Hopper, is there another carb I can put on a Briggs 17.5 horsepower that will get rid of the carb, allowing gas into the crankcase? Does it have the 2-screw bowl on the bottom of the carb, Joey? If it does, them carbs are no bueno. You just about have to get dadgum new ones. If you can find an original OEM Briggs that's got the 1 screw in the bottom, those are the best carburetors. Been this way for almost 2 years now. And we'll still keep praying for you, Al. I believe Lord can heal you. Wayne got up out of his wheelchair and walked 18 steps the other day. Doctor told him he might not ever walk again. So you just remember that. Don't let the doctor say keep you down. Just keep believing you can do it. Ain't nothing wrong with believing you can do it anyway. You now have a prayer team behind you. Hold on and keep your mind in a good place. That's right. Have no chain break now. Took out the factory pipe. Yeah, I did. I was trying to keep mine as original looking as possible, Chippy. Put in about 5/8, maybe 7/8 after looking at it. Yeah. Yeah, probably. Did you take the baffle out of the muffler too, Chippy? Had to replace the cylinder and piston and carb and filter. That's right. Kurt, what's up, buddy? How you doing? There's Stoic. County line. Lung function is below 30%. I got irritated with mine, Al, back some years ago, and I sat there in my chair and I just sat there and do real hard inhales and exhales, and I just kept doing that day in and day out, just exercising my lungs and not my body. And it finally started to come around, and it took a long time of doing it. No money in a cure, keep the pills coming, says the doctor. That's right. I left the baffle. It has 2 5/8 3/4 inch holes in it. Okay, I cut half of my baffle out in mine too. Opinions on VP racing oil. Good stuff. I like it. What's up, Kenneth Little? Good to see you, buddy. I'm good, late for the live feed, but had a race day. Ain't no problem, Kurt. We just sitting here shooting the breeze. Just sitting there shooting the breeze, having a good time doing it. I think Brandon's supposed to be on his way over here sometime or another. Has 2 wires going into it. That's the anti-backfire solenoid, Joey. It actually has a little pedal in there. It shuts the main jet off to keep it from backfiring. It's supposed to. Trying to think how that carb's made, but it's still got 2 screws on either side of the bowl that holds it on, don't it? I'm definitely trying it from a 395. Praise the Lord. However, believe in the Lord, all things is our obtainable. That's right. I just keep believing that everything can be healed and go with it. And some things do need intervention, but I'm going to still keep believing. I think I should go with an unlimited coil. On which one, Brian? Trying to think of what we were talking about. Oh, on the 562. They don't technically make an unlimited coil for those, Brian. You have to get crafty to do that. I've done it once, but I never finished it. I used a coil off of a trimmer or something and ground on the holes a little bit and extended the wire, and you have to cut the flywheel key and change the timing. Lung trouble can be helped by using, is that mullein oil from leaves? It's an herbal oil that works wonders. I've never heard of that, Larry, but that would be interesting to look into. Ain't no problem, buddy. Today, while partially stripping the 610, I noticed something strange. The clutch cover does not come off without dismantling the brake. McCulloch hadn't thought that through, or I did it wrong. Now, you partially have to take some of that apart, Christoph. It's kind of a pain in the butt. That's right. I did pour the leaf blower the other day too. One of them 8010 Echoes. That sun gonna blow you sideways now. I'm not a YouTube certified doctor. I just play one on TV, so check with your real doctor. Wayne, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. How you doing? We just sitting there shooting the breeze. Yeah, 2 screws holding it. Those have an O-ring. When you pull the bowl off of it, Joey, and pull that plastic piece off, there's an O-ring in there that seals that thing up. Them O-rings are bad about going bad and filling the crankcase full of gas. They're bad for that. Putting the fuel shutoff in line does help too. I have a Husky 395 flywheel with the key sheared off. Is there any way to fix it? You can go in there and cut a slot in them, Stoic, and make a key. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do, but it is possible. You can make a mark on the outside and make one on the crank and line it up and just tighten it down good and tight, and it should stay. They usually shear off when the nut comes loose. Put 2-3 drops in water, stir it up. Works well if you have a hack or a cough or you have congestion. I might have to look into that myself, Larry. Oh, mercy. If I get that crick to pop out of my neck, I'd be real happy about that. Oh, mercy. You have to send me a link to that, Larry, so I can check into it. I've had a cough here lately, a couple times a day, and I wasn't enjoying a whole lot. I did put a new carb on it, a new fuel filter, spark plug, etc. Took it to the local shop, and they couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. Any other thoughts? Remind me of the saw, Roger. I've talked about several different things here, and I'm kind of getting all tied up in my mind. New carb on it, fuel filter. Here's what it helps: congestion, constipation, inflammation, migraines, headache. I'd be willing to give that a shot. Really don't have a hack or cough. Just really short of breath. Oh, the 365 X-Torque. Have you checked the cylinder, Roger, to see what it looks like? The darn phone mount's loose. Hold on a second. Have you checked, just took the spark plug out of it and looked down in the cylinder and make sure the cylinder don't have no scoring in it? Because I have run across a couple of them lately too. See if that don't snug it up. Oh yeah, there we don't move now. It could also be an intake leak or a pulse line leaking, because that thing's got a rubber pulse line on it too, Roger. Shot a fireball with apricot. I seen it, Larry. Thank you. I put fuel shut off on last time. This time it started while I was cutting grass. That O-ring's probably shot in the bottom of that carburetor, Joey. Because some of them, if you pull that plastic piece off, there's just one O-ring. Some of them have an O-ring and then a little O-ring around the needle seat pipe. And the one around that needle seat pipe's bad about shrinking and going to leaking. That's right. If you can't figure it out, Roger, you can always send it over here and I'll see if I can fix it for you. Had to put a new cylinder piston due to the old being scored. Replace all rubber lines with carb. All right, what about the crank seals, Roger? Why did it score the other cylinder? You may have a crank seal leaking. Or if you got like one of your oiler bolts has come loose, the oiler bolts run into the crankcase on the 362 and the 365 and 372. And they can leak air around them bolts too. Use when I was a kid, cured it all overnight. That's right. I did have one with crank seal issues in here the other day. It liked to stump me because it was the worst one I'd ever seen. Reminded me that I didn't know everything and I needed to be more resilient with checking on things, because I fought that thing for half a day before I started checking the crank seals, and it wound up being the PTO side crank seal was really, really bad. But you also could have a bearing going out of the crank. The 365 and 372 X Torques, there's a good many of them that spit the PTO side bearing out. I had one in here that had a leak that Simple Man had done, and he got mad at it and let me have the saw. And when I went to work on it, I was going to change the top end because he said he'd done a port job on it and he didn't think the port work was very good. And I pulled it down and the PTO side crank bearing was out of it, and I was like, well, that'll do it. And some of them things can be, I've had some issues with some of them that were right smart to figure out. Several days in them trying to figure them out. I hadn't seen the last couple weeks, Larry. Is the 650 Pro Max stronger as the 610? It looks like twin. The best that I've ever understood it, Christoph, is they're almost the same saw, but the 650 has a dome top piston and a decomp on it. Mama Taz was here last weekend for just a little bit. Got to get on the road again, but I'll be listening. All right, William, well, be careful, buddy. I left my phone number in the comments. Did you leave it in here? Are you a member of the Hopper Nation, Roger, on Facebook? Because sometimes it won't let the number come up in here if you put a number in it. There's some blocks on there to keep people safe. Do you if you've got Facebook, Roger, go on Facebook and type in Hopper Nation and see if you can find our little thing there and click on it. And I think it'll ask you a question or two, and then somebody usually lets you in pretty quick. Because you can you can get through there. And a lot of times, if you put something on there and I don't see it, sometimes people will message me and tell me that it's on there. That's kind of what I was thinking, Larry. I don't think it'll let you post a phone number up. Sound like there might be somebody here. Da-da-da-da. But yeah, I need to get back to telling everybody about this stuff. I've just been in a funk lately and I ain't got stuff done like I need to be doing. It's FedEx dropping of 3 ponies. Yeah, do that, Roger. Anybody else, if you hadn't joined the Hopper Nation, go into you can go into one of our videos and click the little pull down menu, and in that pull down menu, there's usually a link to our Facebook. So you can become a member of the Hopper Nation. There he is. It's your age, my friend. I'm doing the same thing. Yep. Just set her down somewhere. It'll be fine. Till I'm back there looking and go, where'd this come from? Oh, mercy. That's right. You can talk. It won't bother them none. We're having a big conversation anywho.
I hear you.
We're talking about all kind of stuff. Larry says my age. You believe that? How good is Carlton chain compared to steel and Oregon stuff? Carlton is not my favorite chain. It does cut, but a lot of the older stuff is really hard. Is it Amazon? No, it's Steven. It's Steven and his entourage. He come to get his blower and the 031 steel that we put the crank seals and stuff in the other day, and went through the carburetor and had a heck of a time, fat rascal.
I heard about that.
Yeah, it was something else. It was something else. I tell him, I said, they don't make crank seals for that thing anymore, but I did have a crankcase for one. I robbed the seals out of it and put them in there.
Wow.
The one, you can't hardly get a seal out of a bearing without tearing it up. So I took the bearing out of the case and broke the bearing from the back side so I could reach through it with a screwdriver and tap the
Dang.
Careful, Larry. That's a little. I sent you a Krispy Kreme. I don't believe you, Larry. Why don't you send Mama some money, Larry, and have her run for Krispy Kreme and get us some donuts?
I want donuts.
It's worth a shot, ain't it? I mean, if you
That's right.
if you never ask, the answer's always no.
Did you pay him? Get your money?
Uh-huh.
All right. I think you're gonna like I think the other air filter is right here.
Okay.
That's the original filter off of it. The one that I put on it is more like it's a fine particle filter because all the flocking's gone off of that one.
Okay.
And I had one now. I never did find a carburetor cover for that thing.
Yeah.
Did you look at your house and see if you could find it?
I think he said it was missing.
It was missing. Like whenever I found the chainsaw, it was a bottom shed find. Whenever I found the chainsaw, it had no cover on it, and I looked all around it.
They couldn't
and it
find
wasn't
one.
there. No.
I keep my eyes open. If I run across one, I'll get it.
Definitely,
Alright.
definitely do. Then we'll have a complete saw.
Because that's the only thing that I've seen that it's missing. Now, the AV mounts and stuff on it, if you ever run across some of them, it could use some. But what I did was the AV mounts were broke. So what I did was I went in there and I just stuffed as much rubber in them as I could because I got little washers and O-rings and rubber pieces, and I just like if you had to take the top piece off, instead of trying to take the screw out that holds the AV on, take it loose and just kind of tilt it up and take the 2 Allen bolts out and leave the AV mount in the cover because it's like stacked full of rubber and O-rings and
Right. Yeah.
Because I took it apart and just mashed as much stuff in there as I could to make it as solid as possible.
There you go.
Larry said all his money's tied up to checking. Well, use your checking account, Larry. That's probably Brennan. There's Brennan in him. Now, Drew, I don't know where Drew's at. This is Steven and his bunch. They come to pick up his blower in that 031. And now Brennan is here. He got a cylinder that needs some honing on it, so we're going to do that here directly. I don't know how you going to like that blower, Steven. That thing, when I was blowing with it, when you go take a step, when you step down, pick your right foot up, it twists your knee every time you take a step if you got her on the gas.
Dang.
Golly.
Well, I got a brand new, what is it, a 9010 now or 8010?
Yeah.
9010? 9010.
Probably 910, yeah.
Which is bone stock. If I like the way this one works, I might bring you that 9010.
I think well, take it out there and see if it fire up and blow with it.
I've done enough work for today.
You can use the PayPal, Joey. You don't have to use the super chat.
You don't need
Woo! Somebody loves me.
you don't need no chainsaw to blow down the tree.
You can keep them cool while you're blowing them back towards the truck.
There you go.
I ain't kidding. That thing blows hard.
Yeah.
And I didn't go stupid crazy with the port work either. I was like more toward torque instead of RPM.
Right.
And it will flat out blow. I was out there blowing stuff around. I blowed stuff every which way.
It ought to do pretty good.
I think you'll like it.
Yeah.
I've never run a stock one, so I don't know what it felt like stock.
Right.
I don't remember where the old cylinder went. Did Travis couldn't seen the cylinder, didn't he? Did he tell you about it?
Huh.
I think he come by. Here, y'all talk to Brennan for a minute. Let me see if I can find that cylinder. Where is that thing? Get you a look up in there. See, it looks like it's splined.
Wow.
It's plumb bad. I seen that and I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Dang.
And it's on, it's almost, it's from right there all the way to there.
Wow.
It's half the cylinder.
That's wild. I don't know.
I said, dang, I don't know why it done it or anything like that. There's a fella that comes on here and he works for Echo.
Yeah.
I give him the serial number off of it to see check if it was on warranty yet, and it wasn't. So we were gonna try and get it warranty.
Yeah, sure.
But they didn't have no warranty on it.
Yep.
But
Pretty wild.
But
I'm gonna leave you one other saw too. I brought 3 in. I'm leaving you that 61. It won't idle.
okay.
Soon as you let off the trigger,
It just falls down.
Yeah.
I might have to adjust on the carburetor.
that's good. Yep.
I don't know who worked on the blower, but I did find out one reason why. You had it worked on and never run again, right?
I don't remember.
It had to have been. Because the carburetor was put together backwards.
Really?
Yeah, when I went to put the carburetor on, I was looking at the pulse tube body of the carburetor,
Yep.
and the throttle was backwards. And I was like, what the heck? I had to take the top of the carburetor loose and turn the body on the throttle and bolt it back down because the pulse tube was on the wrong side of the carburetor.
Dang.
I was like, this thing ain't never gonna run like this.
I was trying to look at them giant chickens.
Well, walk in there and look at them. They're huge.
Well, we gonna grab our
Bad.
tools.
What's
and
up, Robert?
Go find us something to eat.
All right. Well, they're both sitting back yonder.
I'm gonna give you my good hand.
It's all
Busted my
right.
finger, man.
I know how it is. Well, y'all be careful. If you have any trouble, let me know, and I'll give you a holler when I get that stuff straightened out.
I'll send you a text. Thank you, man.
All right, buddy. Appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
Ain't no problem. What, Larry? What size all home? what size home would be the best for Echo EVL 660. I don't know what size they are, Chad. I'd have to look it up. Y'all could still hear me talking in the background. See you, buddy. I think they're the 660 somewhere around 50 millimeter. Somewhere around 2 inch.
They don't fly. These particular chickens can't fly. Which is
Yep. I'm gonna set my backer out because Brennan brought me a fan of grape.
they just hop on each other. It's really fun.
And I like grape drinks. If you didn't know, I like grape drinks as much or more than I like root beer. Yep,
The miniature one.
I love it.
The tiny one is now pink and yellow. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what size the 660 is. 660 EVL, Chad. I think they're around 52 millimeter. 50 to 40, 48 to 52, somewhere right in there. So somewhere around 2 inch would probably be good. Spurcher Maple Root Beer makes really good pops, all different kinds of cool flavors. RKO sells it cheap. What's RKO, Larry? I don't even know what that is.
What are you talking about? How big they are?
I ain't never seen that around here, Larry. We got IBC and
Can't taste the nuts, and they're just gonna have
and what is that? Mug and IBC is the two major brands we've got here. Went to see my buddy at the hospital. There were 9 of us there smoking and non-smoking on the roof of the parking structure, and nobody said anything. That's right. Do we have a Rural King around here anywhere? I don't know if we got a Rural King. I'm going to run. Mama has supper ready for me. Take care of one. All right, Al. Appreciate you, buddy. We'll be praying for you. I love root beer myself, Larry. And I ain't gonna lie, I do like them grape drinks. I really like them grape ones too. I love them. I love them. PayPal works.
yeah.
I think they give me a tip on both of them. That's awesome. Oh, mercy.
Yeah, 14.
I can't see it right now.
I don't know what I was thinking. Wow, this is a great idea.
I can't see it right now, Joey, but we appreciate it, buddy. Because I'm going to tell you, every little bit helps. Especially right now, because I've got a lot of stuff I have to pay. I like both hopper. I don't care if it's root beer or grape. I like it. That's right.
We get 6 ducks now, too.
Morganton got a Rural King. That's right, it does. I remember somebody saying that.
Here today. Someone.
He's trying out the blower now. I can hear it. That blower's nasty.
We got him yesterday.
That thing's 80 cc's and it's wicked.
Ducks come get him, so I went and got him. Stuck him in with my chickens.
Yeah,
Now
The-
go get me an ass, because I can't be the only ass around.
it's probably 45 minutes or so, Larry. Depending on where it's at in Morganton. Depending on where it's at in Morganton.
I would head up to Alana's here shortly.
Okay, well, just be careful.
I will. I won't. I'm not going to stay very long.
Which way are you going?
I don't know why.
You gonna say I can give you some of that to depose? Of course, it don't matter. I'll go some other time.
Huh?
I said I can go some other time. Joey, look, Joey got the dead gum. Joey said the super chat wasn't working and he got it figured out. Did you have to redo your phone, Joey? Thank you, buddy. We appreciate it.
I love you.
I love you too. Be careful. Morganton, North Carolina. Yep. Have an Echo CS590, but it's not enough power. Thoughts on the 266E? M266s do a pretty good job, but you can do some muffler modding and support work on that 590, Robert, and it'll really get after it. Ask Joey. Joey's got one pretty hot. I think Brennan's got one pretty hot too.
I got one. And dug out of the trash.
That's right. That's not a blower, it's a small tornado. That's the chainsaw there. That's right. It's working for me now. That's right. Thank you, Joey. It's like $2 a bottle at Rural King. Amazon's $5 a bottle. Might have to go check that out, Larry. Nothing better than a cold soda downtown Charlotte. There you go. We can deal without the downtown, but you like that 291? I built that yesterday.
28.
Yeah, it's actually pulling that 28 pretty good. Till I stuck it in a rock.
They're so stingy on oil.
Yeah. Go! How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, too. Goats is in the house. That one's got finger ports and stuff in it. I find them 291s really like them finger ports. And I don't like the carburetor on that one. It's goofy. Gary. Y'all, Gary just threw the super chat or super sticker up there. I ain't sure which one that is. Says, let's celebrate their first super on live stream. Gary, thank you, buddy. Y'all thank Gary. He just threw the super chat up there too, and we appreciate that because that's what keeps us going. That's what keeps us going a lot, and it's been hard going here last little while. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm getting it done. It's just been rough.
I just got a text from you.
Did you?
Yeah.
What did I say?
I don't know.
Thank you, Gary.
Earlier.
It probably was.
I just got it. 7 seconds.
Yeah, we should be able to figure something out.
Yeah, that would have been.
Yep, that was right.
Something.
Yeah. Should send you some from Herb from Scotland. Hey, if you want to send it, I mean, if you send me something to eat or drink, I promise I'll taste it unless it just looks terrible. If it's terrible, I'll get somebody else to try it. Mama would probably try it because she eats stuff and make a daggum maggot throw up. Thank you, Super Chatters. They sell a lot of everything, like big rural country store with unique stuff. We're going to have to try that. We'll have to run up to Rural King one day, Brendan, and have a look around.
Morton.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to.
We could probably make that happen. I guess it would be fun if we videoed it. Take a day off from work.
I've never been to one. Never been to one.
Kevin Duff, what's up, buddy?
I'm asking so I like Tractor Supply or Southern State.
What they said they got a lot of soft drinks and stuff in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You know, now that's one thing around here. We have a Tractor Supply around here, and they sell this Teddy Roosevelt orange creamsicle soda. And that stuff is $1 a bottle, and it is amazing, and I love it. Mama says she don't like it, but if I put it in the refrigerator, she will drink it if ain't nothing else in there. She likes Chipotle. She's fan. That's what I said, Larry. I said she'd eat stuff and make a maggot throw up. That would be Chipotle.
I ain't never found nothing there that was any good.
I ain't never had nothing from Chipotle that was good. I even like the smell of walking in the place. Family Master, what's up, buddy? Found a Joe Boo for €100. I don't even know exactly what that is, Christoph.
Jobu?
A Jobu?
Yeah, that's a Norwegian made song.
Really? That might be interesting. Send me some pictures of it, Christoph.
Jamie's got one hanging on the wall back in the shop.
Really?
I don't remember what model it is. Yeah.
Joey said, I'm about a mile from Verizon. Our service sucks. Be careful, they sell the best saw on the planet. I mean, I like steels, Larry. You can't get my goat on that. My three primary saws right now happen to be steels, by the way. Not that I've changed colors, because I have not. But I do like the orange and white ones that I have. Okay? That's right. RKO sells pew-pew seeds. That's right. And pew-pews. Oh, where have bins up here? Grocery lumber, store general merchandise, great outdoor hunting. Oh, that's awesome. Joey said I do like that 291. I might do some work on that carburetor, Joey. I don't like that carburetor. It jams up on the fast idle for some reason. It hangs up and then it won't let go. And I don't know why that is. Bang bangs and ammo hopper, that's right. Pews and pew accessories. I passed a place the other day, it was called Strickland. I was like, I wonder if they sell propane and propane accessories.
There used to be the auto parts store down there in Cleveland. In Strickland's, it was a Hutch Strickland, the old car racer.
Yeah.
With his place. I went down there when they auctioned everything off.
Kevin Duff said Chipotle smells like burning rope.
Yeah, I ain't never had nothing there except to eat.
I ain't neither. Larry likes it, and so does Alyssa. Walter Van Hoos, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you.
It's gone with that health right there.
Levi said, let me know when you go up there. I'll come up there and meet with you at the Real King. We'll have to see when Brennan can get him a day off without the youngins so we can ride up there and just goof off. And then we'll call Andrew and tell him we're up there goofing off. Oh, I thought you left, Mom.
Well, I had to wait for what's his face to get out of the way.
Steven.
Yeah.
I heard him out there trying his stuff out.
Yeah. Which ain't no big deal.
I told him, I said, you ain't gonna like that blower. That thing's gonna blow you sideways. It's an 80cc blower, and every time I take a step, it twists me backwards on my left knee.
Did he come back and say anything about it?
No, I figure he'll call me later. Oh, mercy. Been a while since I caught a live chat with you. Working on. What you working on? I always been working on all kinds of stuff, Walter. All right, be careful, Mama. I'll see you in a little bit.
Alrighty, I love you.
Love you too. Oh. Rural King is nice. That's why. No, she can't say hi, Larry. You know how she is. He's working on a grape soda. That's right. Give him a wheelbarrow for the blower upgrade. I think he's going to like it. Did you see that cylinder, Brian? Look at that cylinder in that box next to you. How bad that thing was. I ain't kidding. It looks like it's splined. That's an 8010 Echo.
Yeah, we got 80, 10, and 90, work.
They run good when you pour them.
They run pretty good anyway.
Oh, mercy. That cylinder looks like it's spline instead of board. I don't know what happened to it. I almost think that the ring gap was too small. What was your thoughts on that 500i? It's running pretty good, Walter. I hadn't got to run it a whole lot, but I have run it, and it does a pretty good job. I think the 462 will whoop up on it. I think it will. We're gonna make a video and find out. All right, Roger, that sounds good. If nobody hits you up pretty soon, I'll try and get it here directly. But I do like the 500i. I'd like it better with a 24-inch bar on it, but, you know. Walter, why don't you just say show it to us? Walter asked me how I like the 500i, and I told him, and then he said, it'd be pretty cool to see it. Oh. Me and my single muffler port. I hadn't put a double one in it yet. Ain't no problem. I sent the request. It's pretty cool to see it. Here's what it looks like.
I started to throw mine in the truck, and I kind of dozed off for a minute, and I was like, oh.
There's my muffler mod. Oh, Walter said I mean the 462 whooping the 500i. You're probably gonna see it. I'm about sure of that, because I'm pretty sure it will. Let's see if it'll bark to life today. Larry said I couldn't hear you. I said I couldn't afford one either, Larry. That's why I traded for a junk one.
I can see the fire in it from here.
Could you?
Yeah, I was right in.
I couldn't afford one neither, Larry. A fella I do some business with, he had that one in a box, and it was all tore apart. And I done some trading for it. I've had it for a good many months. I've had it since last year. Well, he brought me several saws that was smashed up and tore apart, and I traded him 3 saws that ran because he was doing some work, and the 500i was the main reason I got in on it. And I got it all done, put together, and it wouldn't crank because the ignition module was bad. So Brennan brought me his OEM one, and I started robbing parts off of it, and first thing I changed was the ignition module, and then it'd run. So I'm working on getting another ignition module.
Oh, well, new one's $320.
Well, that's not bad.
No, wait a minute. 260 or 270, something like that.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, I had them priced the other day. I was there.
I like the 500i, but they cost more new than both my old firewood trucks. That's right. Screwdriver, what's up? Still haven't seen another with standard carb yet. That's right. You traded him a kidney. No, I traded a 661, a 576,
I don't even remember.
something else. I can't remember now. What is the cylinder used for? The cylinder we're going to hones off of Brennan's skid steer, I believe.
Yeah, hydraulic cylinder.
Just a hydraulical cylinder. Hopper, go back and read Levi's message about RKO. I can go Saturday or Friday or Thursday. Those are the days I can take off. I take off from work Thursday, Friday. Hopper, we'll go to Rule King. Just let me know what day you want to go. Well, Brennan's going to have to check his schedule, Levi. Find out whenever he can do it. And we'll figure it out.
I don't have mine on Fridays.
Had a guy tell me his 500 I would beat any saw. I broke out my 880 and he said, okay, let's see. Well, now my Alki saw outrun the 084 that I ported. But that was in smaller wood. A lot of it has to do with where you go in your wood too. Seen a one-legged fella at the ATM today. I said, sir, you all right? He said, yeah, I'm just checking my balance. That's right. What's up, old timer? Short reloading videos. Hey there, just dropping by. Hardly ever catch a live. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome. Glad you made one. Might check out your channel and see what you're reloading. I traded my youngest son for one, but he already moved out. Just got a minute watching grandbabies. That's right. The 880 is a beast. Yeah. But it just depends on what bar and what wood you're in. The bigger stuff, that's where they really shine. Smaller stuff, they don't rev quite as high as some of the other saws. Oh, mercy. That's right. What size is that cylinder you got, Brendan? Is it 3 inch? 4?
Probably somewhere around there. Yeah, somewhere around 3 inch.
Muffler, muffler, muffler. You gotta do a bunch of park videos. 4-foot bar in ironwood, nothing can beat it. Yeah, I do really like my 462. That's one of my favorite saws. Because the weight, the bar, and everything I got on is just perfect for the way I want it to be. It's May the 18th, Larry. We're going to have it in Hurt, Virginia at Dub's place. I told everybody in the video not to get no thoughts that me and you was having some problem. That's the reason we wasn't having it. Your wife just accidentally scheduled something on the weekend we were supposed to do it. Because, you know, people will start speculating. And they'll be like, they must have had it falling out since they ain't doing it over there again. I'm like, no, that ain't what happened. Laura just made plans for the family, and she had forgot that we were doing it on the 18th.
Just me and her.
Well,
No kids.
yeah. Yep. That's when you get your profit sharing, Larry. Yeah, Dub's a good guy. He's busy. We've been playing phone tag for the last couple weeks. But not really a sandwich, it's a honey bun.
Well, it's a sticky bun. I don't know what the difference is.
It's a cinnamon honey bun. It's basically a bunch of stuff that I'm not supposed to be eating, but
That's pretty good.
I'm an adult and it tastes good, so I'm gonna eat it anyway. Mm-hmm. Yes, Larry, it tastes extremely unhealthy. But things that taste extremely unhealthy are usually extremely delicious at the same time, which this is. And I'm gonna wash it down with some grape soda. That's right, high water. Larry said, all right, I'm going to Krispy Kreme. Get on with it, Larry. Hurry up.
I'll be hungry again by the time I get to.
Yeah. Kevin said my little Troy built tiller has no spark. What motor's it got on it, Kevin?
I was thinking maybe by MTD, okay.
Just depends on what size it is. Probably got the Tecumseh on it.
Well, just one of them little ones, they got two strokes.
They got Murray's on them. Well,
MTD, I think, is what
Is
all that
basically,
all-
yeah. 2 honey bun Snickers in the middle, 20 seconds in the microwave. Oh, that sounds like a fat boy heaven. Yep. What does that say? Cinnamon sticky bun by Little Debbie.
That was awful.
That was awful. I'd eat another one. For sure, it's awesome. That's right.
Another one to see what's wrong.
Eat nothing just to make sure it's bad.
Yeah.
Muffler said, gotta go, just stop to make you laugh. Peace out, family. Stuff to do. Remember, reach back. Help the next person in line. Later, y'all. See you, Muffler. Have a good one, buddy. Appreciate you. MTD, great Ohio company that builds a lot of junk. Oh, mercy. Well, you know, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of another. I got to remember to take my medicine before I drink the rest of my drink. I've been having a bout with this tooth and I got to get it fixed. And hopefully that's coming pretty fast. 53 and ain't no way I'm lugging that thing around. Did you know dandelion leaves have more vitamin C than a tomato and more vitamin A than spinach? The root has the same content per gram of caffeine as coffee. Yeah, I know dandelions are really good stuff, Screwdriver. That's why the government wants everybody to kill them all. Because it's free medicine. Old 5-horse Briggs. Well, if it's an old 5-horse Briggs, Kevin, shouldn't be too hard to find a coil for that thing. I'm going to tell you, there's probably a couple around here if I could find them. I know I got one good one, but I put it somewhere so I wouldn't lose it. And, well, I ain't been able to find it since that day. You know, if that makes sense. It ran last weekend, maybe points. If it's that old, it might have points in it, Kevin. Yeah, you might pop the flywheel off, pop that cover off, and just clean them with a little sandpaper and see how it does. It's gotten so bad, I just got a Makita 36-volt trimmer just so I don't have to work on it. Kevin D. Coil is shot equals I've got one as well. Same problem, not worth fixing. Well, if it's got points on it, Gary, you can just put a coil on it that don't use points. And I think Amazon's got that coil for like $15. I mean, they're aftermarket coils, but I think you can get one for less than $20. I mean, you could do like I done my wood chipper and put a dadgum Honda clone on it, but I'm gonna tell you what, that wasn't no easy task. Took me a whole day to get it done, but I did got it done, and it is well worth it now because it don't give the trouble that it gave before. Got 2 new ripping chains for the 4-foot bar on the 880. Have not had them out of the package yet in 2 years. Yep. Them big bars is hard to carry around, I'm telling you they are. Think I'm making cabbage rolls tomorrow. It's the electronic ignition. Yeah, I think you could get them. I think you can get them coils aftermarket, Gary, for $15-20. I don't think they're very much at all. In fact, wait a minute. My brain might have just hit on something. I think I seen something the other day. Might be crazy, might not be.
Ooh.
My brain just told me I seen this the other day in that cabinet when I was looking for something. Okay, my friend, watch John of Catbird Hill using your axe this week. That's right. Let's get back to talking about food. This saw stuff is getting old. It's 4 foot 42 on 60 inch. 4 foot be 48 inches. There you have your priorities right. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is the electronic coil for a 5-horse Briggs. And I'm pretty sure it was good, because I took it off and put it up to keep it. Love Polish lumpy cabbage rolls and tomato sauce. I don't like cabbage. Sorry. Stinky. Stinky cabbage. How about no?
As my neighbor said, if you put a dead raccoon in the septic tank, you'll never have to pump it. That poor pumper society. That's pretty funny.
Oh, mercy. Oh, what did I eat the other day that was so good? We've been eating the tacos down at the Mexican restaurant every Monday. We loving on that. We ate last Monday at the Mexican restaurant. The whole family ate for $19.80. Cabbage is not stinky if you cook it with brown sugar. I just don't cook it. That way I don't have to worry about whether it stinks or not. Like, yeah. I mix my cabbage in my smoothies, can't taste it. I mix mine in with the garbage in the trash can. That way I don't have to taste it. This the only thing I like to eat that's green is lime popsicles and green beans. Which I had a lime popsicle today and it was good. Lime and grape are 2 of my favorite flavors. I wish that Fanta would make a lime flavored soda. Do you have a part number on that coil? I got this coil right here, Kevin. I don't need it. Looks like it says 9548P. 9548P. Might be the part number. I ate at Papa's and Beer yesterday. I had 2 steak quesadillas. That's right. Weaver! What are you doing, Justin? It's been a while since I seen you. Uncle Winnie. That's right. I do like green beans. Green beans is my health food. Of course, the way I cook them probably makes them unhealthy, but nonetheless, they're still good. I like to cook my green beans with beef bouillon, little chicken bouillon, little sugar, salt, pepper, onion powder. The word for cabbage in Greek is the same as money. Yeah. Well, I guess you pull the leaves off, they kind of look like money. Working like a dog and been sick a few weeks now. I know you were sick not long ago when we talked to you, Justin. Green beans with salt. Oh, yeah, I like to put bacon in mine too. Yeah. Got my garden grow going heavy this year. It's been beautiful. That's right. I have. without the ironwork in front of the flywheel. Have coils without the ironwork in front of the flywheel. Can you remove that and reinstall it, or is it just a different model? I'm not sure, Christoph. I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about. Same flu, been 3 weeks worth. Woo. Homegrown is a delicacy. That's right. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I don't fix a lot of 5-horse Briggs anymore. I used to. I actually have several of them running around outside. A lot of blocks and side covers and stuff like that. I even got a rod and a piston for one. You might have to mix up a homemade hot toddy and start drinking that on a regular basis, Justin. It goes from 70 degrees to 30 here till next weekend. I think we're in the 80s. Says, does it feel like 61 degrees out there, Brendan? 72. Says feels like 72. Yeah. Green beans, bacon, onion, carrot, green pepper, fried potatoes, lots of salt and butter. No green peppers. That ruins it. I don't like green peppers either. I don't like any peppers, matter of fact, except for black and red. Have you ever had pickled cabbage, Hopper? No, I don't like cabbage. Try not to eat anything that sounds like it's good for you. Okay, Hopper Nation, I'm off soon, so we'll see you next time. All right, Chad, have a good one, buddy. We appreciate you, brother. There, we almost to the 2-hour mark. Dang, we done been on here 2 hours. 80s here in Georgia, 30s at home. U-shape inside the coil with the mountain boats. Oh, in here? I have ground these a little bit before so they'd get closer. You're talking about in here. This is an original Briggs & Stratton coil. You could use a little cleaning. Eat bacon and eggs for a month, lose 50 pounds. That's right. You would love those smoothies I mentioned. I used to grind up a bunch of stuff in my Jack LaLanne juicer when I was trying to be healthy.
Juice weasel.
Yeah, I had one of them juice weasels.
Remember that old Matt? No, it was off In Living Color. Juice, Jim Carrey, Juice Weasel.
There was some funny stuff on there.
The Juice Weasel was one of my favorite ones.
I'd be here sooner, but I was asleep and lost track of time. That's right. My wife slices cabbage circles about a ½ inch thick, and we put them out on the grill. Quite tasty. Yeah, I have eaten cabbage before. It's just not my thing. You know what I'm saying? I love ice cream covered in maple syrup, crushed walnuts, and sea salt. Yeah, I could do that. As long as it don't have peppers in it. That's the main thing. Now, I don't like that mint chocolate chip ice cream neither, but that's a discussion for another time. To me, it tastes like cold toothpaste, and I don't like cold toothpaste. Of course, I don't like toothpaste at all, but, you know, it's a necessary evil, I reckon. Oh, mercy. PTS, I don't do doctors. Me neither. They're always so negative. You're too fat. You're unhealthy. You're going to have a heart attack. I don't need that kind of negativity in my life. How in the heck does a Southern boy not like cabbage? We eat taters and meat. It's either on the hoof or buried underground. Now, Grandma and them, they eat it, but we didn't. I didn't. Yeah. But you're from New York City. New York City! I don't do paste pecani sauce either. If I send you some money, could you mail that coil? I could, Kevin. I'll text you here in a little bit. Send you a picture of it. Send me pictures, Christoph. The videos don't always come through clear on this phone. Sometimes the videos are a little goofy. I can see the pictures better. Yes, eating plants is very bad for you. That's right. The Bible says eat meat and nuts. As close to form as you possibly can. Corn, I do like sweet corn. Corn is not good for you, but I do love it. Yep. The only cabbage I like is sauerkraut. Don't like sauerkraut either. No, I got a Welsh plug, and I was just sitting here just while I'm talking, y'all, I sit here and bang on things just for the heck of it. Nut is a plant. No, it's a seed. Oh, how am I on saw work? I got some room. Doctors always tell me, you look great. Try this supplement. Said, I'm healthy, dang Selden. What's up, Nate? Good to see you, buddy. Kimmich is good. Corn not good for you? I thought it was. It's just so much starch, Weaver. Corn is not good. Corn's good to eat. It's just not good for you to eat it. I love corn, personally. I like Silver Queen. I like fresh Silver Queen. I like to put some salt on it. And I like to put some butter on it. And I like Mexican street corn, too, with that. I don't know what they put on it, but I know I like it. Getting real hangry. I like corn a lot. Corn and potatoes is my favorite two things, and green beans. I'm just trying to see if I can make a corner out of something. I did. Hopper, what is wrong with you? You don't like sauerkraut. You ain't country. Sauerkraut is German. I'm not German either. But I do like knockwurst and the brown gravy and the little potatoes. I don't know what they're called, but I do know I like them. Not a kraut person. Peaches and cream sweet corn with sugar and salt sprinkled on it. Yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with that. I like all of those things. Yippers. I sure do. Nope, don't eat coleslaw either. Funny story about coleslaw. When I was in first grade, a teacher at school said, you got to eat your coleslaw. I said, I don't eat coleslaw. She said, well, you're going to today. And she made me eat coleslaw. Now, she wore it home with her. Yep, she sure did. She stood there and made me eat every bit of that coleslaw, and then it hit bottom, and there was a trampoline down there, and it come right back up, and, well, she wore it home with her, that's all I can say. You know, when you cook a steak, your mouth waters. Well, same thing happens when a vegan's cutting the grass. I don't know the address just yet. I do have the address, Justin. It's at Dub Saw Shop in Hurt, Virginia. It's up there between, if you go to Winston-Salem and Gastonia on the map and go north, it's right up that way. I do like homemade peach cobbler hot for breakfast. Yes, with ice cream on it. That is very good. Yes, no problems with that. Matter of fact, that could be considered healthy. Yes, I think it could. I don't, Nate. I don't have a triple nickel at all. Though I had one in a Husky the other day, but he come and picked it up already. It's in Australia this year, just a short drive. Hurt, Virginia. I think it's H-U-R-T. Hurt, Virginia. Like, I hurt myself today, you know.
That's where they call it Virginia.
Virginia?
Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't got no R, it's just Virginia.
Virginia.
Hurt VA, that's right. Oh, mercy. Well, you're going to have something pretty cool to impress me. Well, we done started the 291 and the 500i. You have to scroll back and look at them right quick. Because Brendan's here and we're going to go do some work on the cylinder right quick. And we're just at the 2 hour mark, so I'm fixing to sign off. You would be awful skinny eating at my house. No. I get in the car and go to somewhere where they give me exactly what I want, and I just give them money for it. Yep. Never had cobbler with ice cream. Sounds like it. Oh, you should try that high water. Get it fresh out of the oven, get your scoop, put some vanilla ice cream on it. Woo, boy. Have to be German. Sauerkraut ain't German. Sauerkraut is German, Levi. That's where it come from, Germany. Get ballpark on mileage. That's right.
Why they call them krauts.
Why they call them krauts. Stay safe. Go see Jesus. I'll see you next week. All right. I'm out too. We eat seeds and plants. Hopper about planting seeds. That's right. Yeah, I'm going to eat what I want. That's right. All right, y'all. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. I hope y'all have a good day. Y'all be safe. Treat each other the way you want to treat. God bless. Remember, Jesus loves you. Bell Hopper out. Bye.